What up? This is KMT the Ra, and this is actually my 200 video special. So the reason why I'm making this is because I don't think I've actually ever really made like a true channel intro. I think one of the first videos I put up actually was back, it was the Freestyle Saturdays video that I put up here a few years ago. But yeah, this is actually my 200th video that I've actually put out on YouTube. So I want to actually introduce myself and give you guys kind of like a background as to who I am and what I'm about and what I'm doing and where I plan to be going. So I guess we'll start at the top. So my name is Shannon Matoyer. I go by the rap name KMT the Ra. I mean, it's changed a lot of times over the years, but this is what I'm sticking with. That's KMT space the space RA. So basically what that is like Kemet actually is the one of the original names for what's called what's Egypt. In some of the original translations it was actually spelled just KMT. So that's why it's just KMT the Ra, and then so basically it translates to Egypt, the sun god. That's one of the reasons why I did it. So I actually am going to be converting this channel, speaking of which, into two separate channels. So this one is going to be KMT Games, and then the other one is just going to be KMT the Ra. Either that, or I'm going to keep this one as KMT the Ra, and then the other one's going to be KMT Productions to go with the company I started, which I do like music and video production and things like that. But yeah, my name is Shannon Matoyer. I'm currently living in Colorado. I was born in Detroit, Michigan. Started on YouTube, like I said, a few years ago. I think it's kind of close to about, I think it's around 4 years ago that I actually started. And like I was saying earlier, I actually started YouTube specifically doing music. So it was like instrumentals and instrumentals that I made, and then some tracks that I put out, and then eventually like the mixtape that I put together myself and things like that. But now I'm actually going to split things up into the music and video production portion, and then also the gaming portion. So they're going to be pretty exclusive, and there isn't going to be a lot of overlap, except for probably my Twitch channel. I'm just going to have one Twitch channel, and then occasionally I'll do some like freestyle rap sessions and stuff like that, because I have some other people that are interested that also rap and do things like that want to be a part of that. So yeah, like I said, I currently live in Colorado. I was born in Detroit, Michigan. I'm 29 years old. Gemini. Not that really matters much, but yeah, I mean a lot of people like to hear that kind of stuff. So yeah, so I actually I currently work as a systems engineer. Like I went to school for computer science. Got my bachelor's degree in that back in 2013. And actually just started working for this company. It's called Spectrum. So like depending on what part of the country you're in, you might have heard of it. Basically what they are, they're like Comcast. You know what I mean? They do like internet, phone, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And cable. So what we do is we basically monitor servers and applications and things like that, and make sure everything stays running, and you know, make sure people can get their ESPN so their heads don't explode. But yeah, so been doing that here for a couple years, and I actually got really serious, you know, about like doing YouTubing and things like that. Like I said, probably about 3-4 years ago. I put out content a lot more often now than I used to, except for the period where I was doing what's called Freestyle Saturdays, which I actually would write like a 16 or something like that. I would write a 16 or whatever, and then have it memorized, and then try to see if I could record that and then post it up for the week, and I would do that every week. However, I didn't know a lot about how like YouTube and basically social media engines worked with like advertising and how people actually see videos and things like that. Didn't know anything about like hashtags or anything like that. So like basically like it didn't really like take off like as well as I wanted it to. However, like I know all this stuff now, and that's why like I'm gonna just be splitting off everything into the two separate channels. I guess a little about myself. I actually used to be like a b-boy. I mean, I still breakdance every once in a while now, getting back more into it because I actually had an injury a couple years ago where I did a front flip, and then I landed wrong on my right ankle, and then it actually winded up like breaking my fibula, and then all the ligaments were torn off of my right ankle. And so I was basically out of commission for like nearly 2 years, which is why like I'm just now back in the gym, just now back doing you know, like just working out and then trying to b-boy and all that type of stuff again. For people who don't know what b-boying is, it's breakdancing. So yeah, so all that good stuff. I was actually part of three different breakdance crews out here in Colorado. We had Elevated Styles Crew, Soul Mechanics, and then Lost in Translation, which used to be called Style Collisions. Which all three of the crews actually did pretty good. You know what I mean? And I'd actually been b-boying going on a decade. You know what I mean? So like that's another thing that you're probably going to see over on the video and like music and video production channel is I'm going to actually start like recording some of my practice sessions with that and all that stuff, and creating some montage videos and all that type of stuff. So I mean, I guess you can look forward to that here in the future. But also you can see like the green screen and stuff behind me. I finally actually got an LCD monitor for the camera that I got, so now I can actually see myself when I'm actually recording, so that like, you know, I actually know if like, oh well, do I look like an idiot, like, you know what I mean? And so yeah, like, so when it comes to this channel specifically though, it's gonna be basically exclusively gaming or gaming related. So currently the games I'm playing, as you guys have seen, Star Wars The Old Republic, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, got some Mortal Kombat 11. I haven't been on Jump Force in a long time, but I'll probably make a few more videos of that. But I think the main video that I've been posting up most consistently is Tekken 7. And just to give a brief history on that, I've actually been playing that game since I was like 8, so like 20 plus years. And the reason why I stuck with it is because it actually was the first game that I ever bought with my own money. So it always had some like sentimental value to playing the game. Plus it's really fun. Like, I'm a super fan of fighting games. The last good fighting game that I was like super into was probably Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which I still play occasionally. You know what I mean? I didn't get into Ultimate for obvious reasons. And I got Mortal Kombat 11, but I just haven't put in a lot of time on it. And whenever I put out content, like, I want to make sure that's actually cool, unless like you guys are pretty adamant about me like floundering and, you know, getting killed and destroyed online by phenoms, you know. But that's the main reason why I've stuck to Tekken, is because like I'm so familiar with it, I'm pretty good at it, and I'm actually pretty close to finally getting to like the top tier ranks on Tekken 7, which is nice. Yeah, other than that, yeah, like I'm gonna try to make sure that like I'm putting out, you know, at least like a few videos a week. But quick announcement in that regard: in the month of December, there probably won't be too many videos, and the reason for that is because I'm actually going to be moving into another place, and then of course like there's always going to be gaps, and I need to, you know, move all the stuff over, get everything set up again, make sure I have internet, stuff like that, you know what I mean? And like, depending on how long the entire process takes, I could be like out of commission video wise for a while, at least in regards to gaming, because as you can see, like I actually was recording, you know, depending on the game, like hour-long sessions, but then rendering time with Adobe Premiere and the computer I have, an hour-long game, as if you're doing like picture-in-picture, like I was doing like with Jump Force, that literally was like minimum 8 hours, like 4 hours for it to render, and then at least 3 hours for it to upload to YouTube. And I'm not sure why the YouTube portion wasn't. I mean, unless my internet just sucks, which I'm going to be upgrading that as well, so that's probably going to help that out. But yeah, it's just a super long process. And then since my schedule has been like so tight, you know, recently, I just cut down the Tekken 7 videos to about 10 minutes each, and then just making a 10-minute video, because I actually like put in like sound effects and funny clips and things like that into the 10-minute video. Like just the 10 minutes actually takes usually on average, if I got a good pace, about 2 hours to edit. So what's probably going to help out with that is the fact that I'm actually going to be doing a lot more like picture-in-picture type videos, because one, is going to cut down on the editing time, but it is going to increase the rendering time. So it's probably going to come out to about the same, roughly. But either way, like you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of me. One of the main reasons that you guys haven't seen more of those picture-in-picture videos as of late is specifically because where I live at right now, we don't have AC, and it's been like extremely hot. If anybody knows Colorado, like when it's like summer and like early fall, like it's extremely hot and like nearly unbearable, and I would have to have a fan going or my swamp cooler going, and obviously like that gets picked up by the mic that I'm using. But now that it's cooler, until I actually move out in December into the new place, then I'm gonna try to have some more picture-in-picture videos so you guys can actually see like my live reactions to the things I'm actually doing. Couple things here on the horizon that I'm planning to do, at least with this channel, as well as I got my Twitch channel kind of set up. All the links and all that stuff is set up, so I'm going to be doing live streams on there, but I want to also do live streams on both YouTube and Facebook as well, so I'm going to have to try to figure out some type of schedule or rotation on days I'll be streaming on each individual site. But I definitely want to get more live content and things like that. But I also enjoy like video editing, so like a lot of the time, like in the video sessions that I do, like I want to be able to put time into like not just like, you know, you seeing me play the game and all that stuff, but like I want to add in some other stuff too, you know what I mean, like graphics or funny clips and all that stuff, just because that's my personality, and I kind of want to help you guys like have like a doorway into like how I think whenever I'm really experiencing something, not just what I'm saying, you know what I mean, because there's multiple layers to this type of thing. So yeah, like one of the new games, well not new games, but one of the games I'm going to be recording here in the near future, especially doing live, is I'm probably going to be getting back on Overwatch. I haven't really made Overwatch videos for my channel. Like, I mean, I'd recorded some in the past, but then like the video editing program I was using before, which is Pinnacle 16, it was having like a lot of issues for some reason, some rendering problems and things like that. And after beating my head against the wall, I wound up here, let me make sure it's straight. After beating my head against the wall, I pretty much just decided that, you know, I was just going to switch over to Adobe Premiere, which is what I'm using now. And I've had, you know, like a fantastic time with Adobe Premiere. Super intuitive. Once you learn all the tools, it's not too difficult to do pretty much whatever you want. And also, I believe that like my subscriber count right now is something like 43, to which I want to just give a thank you to everybody who's been along for the ride. Out of my core 43 people, I do want to get more people to subscribe to the channel, so anybody who's watching this, feel free to leave any types of suggestions in the comments, whether if that's changes to my editing, the types of games that I'm playing, or games that you might want to see, or you know, just whatever really comes to mind, because like this isn't just about me. I want you guys to be like a part of this process. It's a growing process, and as I've been learning things, I want you guys to kind of be along for the ride, so like it's kind of like a journey for everybody. So yeah, I think I've pretty much covered everything seriously, but yeah, like if you guys have any questions or comments or suggestions or anything like that, make sure to leave them down in the comments below. And yeah, as always, go ahead and check out my other videos. Make sure to like and comment. Like, the more you guys comment, the more I can actually talk with you guys and learn who you guys are, and then actually develop maybe even some friendships or relationships with you guys. I'm open to anything. I mean, I kind of just put out my content, and whoever likes it, likes it. But yeah, you know, I haven't really seen a lot of stuff because apparently Tekken 7 videos, which is what I predominantly put out, it's like super competitive when it comes to visibility on YouTube. So even though I'm able to get into like maybe like the top 20 videos that come up in the search when you type in Tekken 7, because of my, like, I think it's because of my subscriber count or view count or things like that, that in comparison to, like, you know, Evo and other tournaments like Lil Majin and Knee, like, yeah, Knee videos and then compilation videos of like best moments from certain tournaments and things like that. It just really just gets overshadowed. And then every once in a while, like when people come and watch the videos, I always have like one dude that always puts like a dislike on it, but then doesn't comment as to why. And so I'm just like, all right, well, like, you can, like, you're entitled to your opinion, that's cool, but I'd like to know what I did wrong. You know what I mean? Because, like, I really do want to keep people around. I really do want to put out content that you guys enjoy and like and stuff like that, so that, you know, that we can kind of grow this community together. So yeah, once again, you know, like, if you like this video, if you have any suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Leave a like for the video. If you guys are on Facebook, also check out my new Facebook page. It's facebook.com/KMT Games, and then that's games with a Z instead of an S. Yeah, and then which I actually post up clips from the YouTube page. I mean, but I also put up some random stuff there too, like more like social media type stuff and memes and things like that. You could also follow me on Twitter at DeliriousFox9, and believe like the Twitch page is twitch.tv/KMT Games with a Z as well. I don't think there's any spaces or underscores or anything like that. Yeah, that's really all I got. If you guys think of anything, let me know. But I love you all. Thanks to everybody for who's been tuning in and watching and supporting. I really do appreciate it. And I'll be doing specials for each one of the benchmarks. Once I hit my 300th video, I'll go ahead and do like another like follow-up to, you know, like my life and what's going on and where I plan to be going, and also when I hit certain subscriber levels and things like that. And then once I'm able to get a little bit more momentum, I do want to do some like prizes and giveaways and things like that. But I need to feel like it's like going to be economical, and you know what I mean, like there's actually like a demand for my videos and things like that. Either way, I'm going to be posting stuff, but the more that you guys are engaged and talking with me, like the more that it feels like you guys are real. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody. This has been KMT the Ra, and I hope to see more of you guys here in the future. Peace.